Today's review is going to be the Rugged Hybrid Protective Case from MUMBA. I'm doing a voiceover because it is too damn hot in this room to have done this whole review without it going, so I botched my audio on purpose. So hang in there with me. We'll get over this voiceover and we'll get it done. Right now I'm just complaining about how they were an hour late to deliver it, but you know, first world problems, you know how it is. I'm going to open the box right now with a knife. Obviously, I don't know why I like to point out the obvious, but I do. I remember the box being really nice. It's a hard plastic box, kind of like something you would find in the Apple store. I liked it. It's nice packaging. Simple packaging. There's really nothing too wasteful. You got one piece of semi-hard like card stock. That's the instructions of how to put it on and take it off. Here I am. I don't know what I'm doing. And the bag that it comes in, I believe it's that biodegradable stuff that they put cell phone stuff in now, you know. It's really nice. Really nice packaging. Honestly, nicest packaging in this price point I've ever seen. Here I'm going over the case. It's flexible, but it's, you know, it's sturdy. It's like my cell phone case here as I show it off here. It pretty much feels the same way. Which begs the question, like, how come no one's really made like an OtterBox Defender series style case for these kind of systems before? But here I am talking about how I got to take off the grips that came with my carrying case, which were okay if you get them for free like that. If they come with it, that's fine, but if I wouldn't choose to put them on. Here I am slightly forgetting how to put something like this on, and I almost tear apart my volume rocker there. Good job, Andrew. I go over to make sure it's all sealed and stuff. The case is really nice, so I'll take this time to tell you that it does add a little bit of weight, but it's not enough to really matter. Honestly, all it does is make it feel even more solid. It feels like a skinny Game Gear, if that makes any sense to you. Here I am checking the buttons. They still work. Obviously, some amount of R&D has gone into this, enough to make it really nice, honestly. You can still... I'm saying something about a problem. I don't know what I'm talking about. But there you can see that you still have access to the USB-C port. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I was talking about how if it had clamped, the sides were a little bit more sunken in on top, you would probably still be able to retain the ability to pull out your Joy-Cons. But honestly, that's just really minor nitpicking, because I don't see this case being meant for people who dock their switches. I think this is more meant for the commuters, you know, the people who take it with them everywhere. That's who this is for. Here I am showing off that you still have access to your 3.5mm headphone jack, your cartridge, and the vents are still all working fine. Right now I'm talking about how you won't be able to pull out, you won't be able to use the stand, so if you have an SD card and you want to swap it out for another one for some reason, you'd have to take the case off. But again, that's just another minor thing. Honestly, this case, for the money, I paid $20 for it on Amazon. Some people have said they've gotten it for $15. This is where I compare it to using those, and those are atrocious in compared to using this case. If you are solely mobile, like you don't hardly ever dock it, then I'd highly recommend this case. Here I am. I'm testing to see if it'll still fit in my case, and no surprise there, it does. It still fits, because honestly, even with the grips are a lower profile than the ones that I was using. And on top of that, they add more back support to the whole system as a whole. Bows a little bit, but honestly, it bowed like that before, so And I got a bunch of stuff in there, so look at that. All that, and it still fits. This case is honestly really good. I enjoyed it, and this is where I talked. This is me testing out the stand. Obviously, it's not going to go in the dock. I don't think it was ever meant to be used with a dock, at least not the one that comes with it, which is, let's be honest, let's be real, the dock is trash. It's a hard plastic trash heap, and it will scratch the crud out of your stuff, which is why I never took it out. I left it in there. Same thing with the Joy-Con holder. It's still in there, fresh as a daisy, never touched it. I honestly don't know what the living hell I'm doing right here. I'm pointing at MUMBA. You know what? I had an attack of some sort here. I don't understand. And I'm gone. And, yep. And that's it. And I tossed the thing. And I'm gonna go play the game. And, yeah. Alright. God dang it. Okay, and this next part right here, this is after I've been playing with it for a while, and I'm talking about how the grips, I wish they were bigger, and that's true. I do kind of wish the grips were a little bit more high-rise, but I totally get why they are the way they are. They're trying to keep the slim profile while still adding more grip, and it's nice. Honestly, if you're choosing between this version and the slim one, they have a slim version. I don't know why you would get that. It, other than being a slip cover, it adds nothing, really. It's got a few little grips, but this is the case to get. If you're going to be completely mobile and hardly ever dock your Switch, this is the case to get. Honestly. I know I've only got a couple of hours of gaming with it, but honestly, I like it. I'm completely mobile. I hardly ever dock my Switch, and I think it's fantastic. So, with that said, it's going to be a buy. I bought it. This is not paid promotion. I bought it with my own money, and I think it's dope. So, yeah. It's gonna be it. Go out and buy it if you're completely mobile. See ya.